Supreme Court of the United States has made clear that the right of a parent to rear their child is one of the greatest rights protected by our Constitution, arguably second only to your own loss of liberty. But many parents would give their own life to protect that of their child, so I think they might be neck and neck. If we're going to have the government taking children away from parents, we need to be absolutely sure that those parents are represented by someone who understands the law and is up to the fight against the most powerful government in the world. And Texas, of course, is as large or larger than many countries in the world when it comes to our assets and our finances. So it is crucial that these parents have that important right defended and protected by someone who is competent, qualified, zealous, and knows the law.
Because the stakes are so high, we're talking about potentially forever severing the bond between a parent and a child and forever severing that relationship.
When I originally went into doing child welfare cases, it was kind of you almost looked at it kind of as the stepchild of the types of cases that people took. And I think everybody quickly started realizing over the past 15 years that these cases are really important. We are looking at parental rights being terminated, and that's something that is of highest importance. And I think it deserves the attention, not only for the parents, but also for the children. These are the most vulnerable, the most innocent members of our community. And if they don't have the representation they need to be protected, also the parents don't have the representation they need to be defended and fought for, then everything falls apart. These cases are, I think everybody says they're kind of like the death penalty of the civil area, and I think that's absolutely true. The stakes are so high on these cases, and I think they really deserve the time and attention that they're getting now.
It's to keep the system fair, right? You need good parent lawyers to balance out the good fine lawyers at CPS. You also need great ad litems for the kids. Kids often get lost in our system. In our PMC cases, which is what my court primarily hears, we focus on the children's education, their mental health, whether or not they're being brought along properly so that when they become adults, they're able to stand on their own 2 feet and be productive. And having ad litems there that advocate for those children's needs is really an important function. So their jobs are really paramount in my mind.
The representation directly impacts the child and the family. Depending on the quality of the representation, this child may never see their biological family again, or depending on the quality of the representation, this child may be returned to a unsafe situation. So the quality of the representation is very impactful for children, just shaping their lives and their future, and also for the family. This is a very serious area of law, and we're dealing with actual people in real lives.
And so it's important that we have appellate attorneys and people who are willing to take on that responsibility, who can really advocate for the parents on appeal, and who have a good knowledge of what should and should not go on in trial and everything leading up to that.
The legal system is an adversarial system when you're in the courtroom, and it's so important for there to be the different viewpoints coming to the judge or the jury. If I just have the department having an attorney, I'm not getting to hear the other side of the story that the parents may have, or the children may have, or the interveners may have. And it's just so important for the fact finder to be getting the right information and to be understanding all the points of view so that we can make the best decision, not just for the child, but for that family.